Alexa, play the GOAT.
So Cardi B's love interest Offset has decided to sound off against the Alabama abortion laws. Uh, Daily reminder that the man's wife was out here drugging men and robbing them and proudly admitted to it. The nigga just grimy and his wife is even more grimy, but I'm sure he has some important values to express here. First thing that needs to be expressed is this nigga spelling. I mean, I can understand misspelling some shit while typing fast, especially when spell check be tripping or you got some really fat ass fingers. But how you misspell slavery twice, nigga? After the second time, you just can't spell, fam. Don't try to make no excuses. Can't spell slavery, but want to compare everything to. Ain't that about a bitch? Then this nigga got the nerve to say he misspelled it because he was just angry, fam. Angry, happy, sad, constipated, your dumbass still can't spell. Second issue is that this nigga tweeted the most dumb shit I've ever read. What does rape what does rape victims getting an abortion have to do with slavery? Oh my bad, slavery. I'm so tired of everyone conflating everything they don't like with racism. Like that dumb white representative that harassed a bunch of women praying outside of Planned Parenthood and called them racist. His issue with the Alabama abortion law seemed to be regarding the fact that the Alabama laws only permit the termination of a baby if it puts the mother's life in danger, and not in cases of rape-related pregnancy. There's a lot of nuance whether or not rape justifies an abortion. Personally, I do have sympathy for any person who gets raped and conceives a child that way. However, I'll explain why it's a non-issue that these pro-abortion ass niggas need to stop using as a crutch. Rape and incest together make up like 1.5% of all abortions. And and I'm going to go on a limb and guess and say incest related abortions are probably more common, if not, or probably just as common, if not more common, than rape related abortions. So rape abortions are probably under 1%, and 35% of rape victims who get pregnant opt to give birth anyways. So it's really a non-issue. Like the percent is really low. It's crazy how people keep saying only 7 to 10% of rape victims, rape allegations are fake, which isn't true. Only 7 to 10% are known to be fake. There's a difference. But let's just say that 10% are fake and the 90% are truthful. That's still way higher than those who have rape-related abortions. They they tell you fake rape they tell you they tell you fake rape cases aren't an issue, but rape victims not being able to get an abortion is. Plus, if they were to allow rape-related abortions, what stops these women from lying and saying they were raped, possibly getting another man in trouble, all because they don't want to have a baby? I think the issue here is that these people just want to kill babies, but obviously a lot of people aren't going to agree with killing babies because they're inconvenient or a burden. And you can keep saying a fetus isn't a baby, but a lot of people aren't going to see it that way. The main reason I think people get so defensive about abortion is because they've had abortions. People are naturally selfish, and when they make a mistake or do something that could permanently affect their life, it's easier to go for the option that makes life easier for them. Again, people are naturally selfish. Instead of taking responsibility for your actions, they look at sex as something inevitable and not a choice. And therefore, if someone gets pregnant, it's not something that anyone is responsible for unless you're a male and she decides to keep it. Then you need to handle your responsibilities. Anyways, what I'm saying is we all have the option to be pro choice. You can choose to wear a condom, birth control, to give birth, to give the child up for adoption. Planned Parenthood should help you with more financial issues. Or you could just choose not to have sex if you're not in the position to raise a child. I know that in 2019 people act like it's out of their control and not an option, but it is. Just show some restraint. Go on a sex strike with Alyssa Milano. How about that? Also, a last point I want to make is that pretty much everyone can agree that slavery and racism are just wrong. That's why all these idiots keep comparing everything they don't like to something everyone knows is wrong. There's no debate whether or not slavery or racism is wrong. There is a debate to whether killing babies is moral and is nowhere near comparable to slavery, or my bad, slavery. But I'm out.